Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon. Welcome to your Divine Masculine Weekly Forecast. So today's theme is I lost the key to my paradise. And that paradise is your connection, Divine Feminine. So I do tend to do things from the Divine Feminine's perspective, since you guys are the majority of my viewers. And I also tend to channel for those that are experiencing either a separation or challenge in your connection. So keep that in mind. But at the end of the day, just take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. All the decks I'll be using here today, as well as this beautiful orgonite, will be listed in the description box down below. So there's a channeled song that came through last night when I was creating this outline. It's called Oldest Story in the World, song by the Pilm Souls. So I will try to put that down in the description box. I'll try to remember to do that. But it just came to me, and it's funny because I remember this song playing in the movie from the 80s called Valley Girl with Nicolas Cage. So anyways, I just thought that was very interesting, and maybe that will have some significance to you guys. But let's dive right into these messages. We're going to take a look and see what story is currently playing out in your connection at this time. So let's see what's going on here. What is the current story that's playing out right now between you and your Divine Masculine? Let's look at this. Ooh, we have true love. Your love is here to stay. You know, some of you guys might be feeling like, wait a second, if it's true love, then why is it not, coming together? Why are we not, working things through at this present time? Those circumstances really don't matter. This is true love. This is energy here. That is the energy of your connection in the story. It's true love. All right, let's see what else. We have the Fool. So to me, this is like hitting that reset button. Somebody may have acted very foolish, even though they were given this opportunity. They were given this gift, this paradise, the key to paradise. And it's funny because now that's coming through. I lost my key to paradise. So it's like I was given this true love. I asked for this true love to come into my life. And then you showed up. And what did I do? I acted a fool. I acted irresponsibly. I took risks that I shouldn't have taken. I destroyed the connection between you and I, etc. So all those energies and feelings are coming through. We also have the World. Wow, look at this, you guys. The Fool to the World. You and this masculine may have gone through a lot of crap together, and you may have gone through just a lot of stuff, but I feel like there is some sort of karma, a lot of karma that was created, a lot of karmic lessons that are still needing to be gone through and learned from. But yeah, this is about if somebody needs space and time. I'm getting this message. I need space. I need time. I need time to figure out what I want. I need time to find myself. That might have been what somebody said here. I feel like this Divine Masculine may have said this to you, Divine Feminine. And this kind of left you in this state. To me, that looks like the High Priestess. So it's just like, throughout this separation and whatever the masculine is doing right now, I feel like, you're just connected more with yourself more than ever. At this particular time, you've learned so much that it's like you become wiser. You've become much more emotionally mature, maybe even stable. So you've learned a lot too, Divine Feminine. So this learning process, this finding yourself, understanding the key to life, etc. You've gone through this yourself. So the separation may have been a gift for you too. So that's coming through. And we have the Three of Wands. So to me, the story is not over. It's like the oldest story in the world. I'm getting something about, even though like movies, fairy tales, things like that, but like we hear these stories throughout time. We hear these tragic love stories. We Romeo and Juliet and all these things. It's like the oldest story in the world, but it's still at the center of it is true love. So that's what your story is. It's a story of true love. It's a tale of love. And, but this is something about Three of Wands, meaning that your story isn't over yet. There is another chapter, and it's off in the distance, but there still is another chapter here. So that seems to be the first message for where you guys are at in your love story, what's currently playing out. Let's see what else. We have Luck, by the magic of my 4-leaf clover. Ooh, just got feminine. That luck is on your side. So if you feel, especially if this masculine decided to part ways with you, go in another direction, maybe even choose someone else over you, luck is still on your side. I'm going to hear like your lady luck. This could also be that when two people are just not vibrating at the same level, sometimes the best thing that you can do is separate. So it may be actually a lucky time for you, feminine, if you can see it that way. That might be difficult to feel or see, but I feel like you are Lady Luck. Luck be a lady tonight. Yeah, we have justice energy. I feel like if you guys have been done dirty and done wrong by this masculine, I feel like luck is on your side, that you will be, justice will be served. Okay. Karmically, something will be administered, not necessarily to punish, but to balance things, balance the scales here. Your masculine may return. Luck is on your side, that this masculine is going to see the error of his ways. Luck is on your side, feminine, that this connection will be restored, that there will be something that turns out in your favor, and it's on the horizon. So don't give up hope. That's what I'm getting here. Wow, we have the Queen of Wands. Damn, look at you. Queen of Wands. She's got it going on. And she is feeling good. She's headstrong. She's independent. She is just living life to the fullest. She knows her worth. She's not questioning it. So I feel feminine right now. To have luck be by your side, it's just like naturally being this energy of just knowing your worth, knowing your value. And if this masculine can't see it right now, or doesn't get it, or things are lopsided right now, it doesn't change actually anything. Just because someone isn't seeing it, just because somebody isn't apologizing, even if somebody isn't sorry yet, that actually doesn't change who you are. It doesn't change your worth. So I feel like this is a reminder to the feminine not to put all of your need for your worth and your value into this masculine, especially if he's not able to deliver to you what it is that you're looking for. Really try to provide those things for yourself, and I feel like luck will be on your side. So that's a beautiful message for you, feminine. That's where your story's at right now. And we have the Empress. Hell yes. This is your time, divine feminine. This is your time to shine. So yeah, if you're waiting for justice, if you're waiting for this masculine to return, if you're waiting for this masculine to make everything okay, I'm getting here, don't. And that doesn't mean you're giving up on this connection. It doesn't mean that you're giving up on this story. It just means that you're choosing yourself in the story for now, and there is nothing wrong with that. The Empress is here to do something amazing. The Empress is here to change not only her life, but everyone else's lives around her. She's here to be either an influencer with the Queen of Wands. She's here to build an empire. She is here to step into her full power. And this is your time, divine feminine. That's so amazing. All right, so let's see what else. So it's like you're the highlighted character right now in your love story. And we have Ghost. Of course, I mean, there's going to be this haunted energy. We have from another world. You're still going to feel the memory of this masculine. And guess what? The masculine is still going to continue to feel and sense that memory or that ghost energy, feel haunted by you. So it goes both ways, you guys. It goes both ways. But how you allow that to affect your life is up to you. And I feel, feminine, you're really in a power position. Yeah, we have the Moon. It's still unknown. It's still a mystery of what will happen. But I feel like you guys will continue to show up in each other's subconscious. So either in dreams, certain just like thoughts, telepathic messages, things like that. You know, you'll go through cycles, but you will not always feel down. You will not always feel sad over the separation. You are going to go through times where you're going to be on top. You're going to feel really, really just empowered on this journey. So don't forget that. And we have Strength. Yeah, we're only getting stronger. What doesn't kill us only makes us stronger. I know some people hate that, but that is just what I'm seeing here. Even if people are restraining themselves, even if people aren't doing the things that they want to do, it's like you want to do something, but you're holding yourself back. That's okay. That is okay. We don't always need to act on our impulses, you guys. Sometimes those impulses are there in a way to kind of test your courage and your strength, to hold yourself back. You know, sometimes it's like, I want to eat, I want to eat 10 cupcakes, but should I? It's probably going to make me sick. It's going to make me feel unhealthy and crappy and maybe even fat. I shouldn't do it, but you do have the ability to make that choice. So this is about purposely holding yourself back from things that probably aren't maybe either the best thing for you or don't need to be embarked upon right at this time. So while we're kind of going through this mysterious phase and this connection where we're not exactly sure how things are going to pan out, what's going to happen, when we're going to see our masculine again, if this is ever going to come together, this is about having the strength and courage to carry on, having the strength and courage to basically show up for yourself on this journey. It's not just about the connection. And this goes for the masculine too. This is about the masculine becoming courageous and becoming strong and stepping into his strengths instead of giving into his weaknesses. And we have the 9 of Pentacles. Oh, fantastic. I feel like this is a time to either be single or a time to just be independent when it comes to just who you are and what you're going to provide for yourself. So instead of looking for someone else to make you happy, it is about trying to figure out how can I provide these things for myself. So both you and the masculine, this is where you're at on your stories. There is some sort of a like a timeline that you guys are currently on that's really focused on the selves instead of each other. Okay? All right, so let's now go into where's your connection struggling the most right now? Where is your connection struggling the most right now? Let's look at this. Won't tell you how I really feel. So yeah, people are holding back. Again, when I said earlier, it's not always a bad thing to hold things back, but there might be some things that people do want to say. They want to get it off their chest. They want to be authentic, but maybe they're afraid to be authentic. So this is a real struggle here. Someone has not found their voice. Somebody is afraid of putting themselves out there. They're afraid they're going to be hurt. They're afraid they're going to be shamed. They're afraid of the reaction that they're going to get if they speak or make contact. So that seems to be where there's a struggle at this particular time. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, interesting. Wheel of Fortune is fate. It's also something that inevitably is supposed to take place to clear a cycle. So this is about karma. So I feel like wherever this cycle right now between you and the masculine is stuck, I just feel like until somebody makes communication, things can't really move forward. So if someone is having a hard time owning up to their feelings, owning up to their truth, being authentic, instead of letting fear run the show, this is about leaning into your true feelings and doing what's right. So if that's not being done or acted upon right now, then really things are going to continue to stay stuck. You guys are going to continue to be in a cycle where not a lot is happening. But I feel like there's a lot to be gained in a stuck cycle. You can still work on yourself. You can still always improve yourself. Okay, so even if the connection itself can't necessarily be improved or maybe move forward, we can still work on the self. Yeah, I will push you to try harder. And this is awesome because when it comes to competition, right, sometimes there can be healthy competition. Of course, sometimes there can be toxic competition, but I'm actually getting healthy competition. Healthy competition can be, you know what, I'm glad that I can inspire you, even if that might, trigger some sort of a response in you that makes you feel crappy about yourself, that makes you feel a little jealous or envious of what I have. It's a little bit of healthy competition. It will push you to try harder, to want to level up and to put your best foot forward. Sometimes we need those people in our lives. We need to see other people and go, wow, I wish I had what they had. And even though you might feel a little tinge of jealousy, you're just like, it really pushes me to want to try harder. That's how your masculine can be for you, feminine, and that's how you can be for your masculine. So this is about just putting your best foot forward on your journey, whatever that looks like, and just being your true authentic self, because that right there, that kind of energy is very, very high in vibration. We're not putting on a show. We're living our lives. We're totally free. We're free from judging ourselves. We're free from, condemning ourselves, hating ourselves, all these things that just lower the vibration. So I feel like you guys have an opportunity to just be that version for yourself instead of trying to be a certain version for other people that might not be authentic. So if you can't do it for yourself, you're not going to be able to do it for anybody else. So I feel, feminine, this is a time for you to really shine for you. Don't even try to shine for your masculine anymore. Shine for you, and the rest will take care of itself. 7 of Wands. Yeah, so 7 of Wands is a difficult energy. It's like you can see the guy, he's laying down on the road. I'm exhausted. I don't know if I can keep up this fight anymore. I feel like something has gotten to be difficult. Whether it is just an act or it's like trying to project a certain image out. Spirit saying stop. And the reason why is because, again, if it's not real for you, it's not going to be perceived as genuine, and it's not going to be perceived in a positive way anyways, or it's just going to fade real fast. So it's kind of like a love spell, you know. You could put things out there and try to, get people to look at you in a favorable way. But if it's not coming from them unnaturally, it's something that's going to fade or even backfire. So that's why I just don't even mess with those kinds of things. You either like me or you fucking don't. You know what I mean? So it's like, if I'm not enough, if who I am and what I'm made of and my personality and the insides and all that other stuff, I mean, obviously I have issues and things that I'll need to work on, but I'm talking about like my best version, my best self. If that's still not good enough for you, then guess what? It's not meant to be. We're not a fit. So I feel, feminine, this is a strong message for you. This is a time for you to just really, truly, authentically be yourself and shine on your journey. And try, not saying that you guys are doing this, but try not to compare yourself to the masculine. Try not to compare yourself to anything that the masculine may have going on, or if he's with someone else. Really just try to drop out of that race. Drop out of that rat race that's not going to do anything but exhaust you and make you want to give up anyways. So this is about, if you're going to be in competition with anybody, it's going to be being in competition with your lower self. So that way your higher self can beat out that lower self and you can just truly shine on your journey. This is what's going to get the ball rolling in your life, and perhaps even in this connection at some point. So just try to enjoy your journey is what Spirit's trying to tell me to tell you, because that might be where your connection is struggling right now. People are not being authentically who they truly are because they're afraid of being judged even by their counterpart. So just show up in life and just be yourself and let the rest take care of itself. Oh, I just love that. It's truly empowering. All right. So let's go ahead now and see, what does your divine masculine see, or how does your divine masculine see you at current? What is he seeing? What is he seeing? What is your masculine seeing in you, divine feminine, at the moment? How is he seeing you in his mind's eye? Okay, so we have a rigid energy. Okay, a wall. So to me, you guys, this would be this kind of like, I feel like I'm looking at you, but you're hiding something, or you're not truly being your authentic 100% self. There's still something that you're blocking. There's still something that's not flowing. So I'm not putting it out there that the masculine's seeing you, feminine, in a negative way, but there's just still something that's kind of sharp edges here. Okay, interesting. This has something to do with the fact that maybe he knows that he either has done you dirty, done you wrong, and needs to apologize to you and has not done that yet, is afraid of some sort of wrath, is afraid of a conversation from you. So there's nothing wrong with being intimidated by something that, in being intimidated by someone because you're afraid of basically the conversation. That's not saying you're doing anything wrong, but the masculine is seeing you, feminine, right now as somebody who maybe will not receive him well, or somebody that's going to give him a lashing. And that there's nothing that's wrong with that, but this is just the masculine's perspective at the moment. He knows that he needs to bring this connection or use some sort of retribution. And it's like, I'm not looking forward to that. It doesn't mean I'm not looking forward to seeing you or speaking to you. I'm just not looking forward to this conversation. It's going to be very hard. So this masculine may not be strong enough yet to be able to handle this. But for some of you guys, it could be that there is this harsh energy coming from you. So this might be a reminder of maybe something that you need to work on energy-wise in order to not be forgiving of this masculine, like, oh, it's totally fine that you did this or did that. It's not that. But if you're having a lot of hate for your masculine and you have a lot of anger and rage towards him, but yet you want him to come back, that's conflicting. And so Spirit's saying we might need to balance that and work on that, okay? But we have fragments. So there's fragmentation here where the masculine feels certain things, but it's kind of in pieces. It's not complete. So I feel like he's still lost on his journey. Oh, interesting. We have the high priestess. So to me, it's like the higher self actually knows the right thing to do, but the lower self, the ego for this masculine, is still kind of piecing things out. It's still causing him to feel like he can't actually put all the pieces together to make a move or to do something. So feminine, you could be getting a lot of telepathic messages from your masculine because the throat chakra is blocked when it comes to actually talking to you and facing you for some reason. Ooh, denial. Okay, so he might be kind of trying to be in a state of denial, like, you know what, I want this because you want the grape, you want the sweetness, but I don't know. I don't know if I can do this. So I lost the key to my paradise. And we know that that paradise is you, divine feminine, this connection. And this masculine is like reaching to regain access to it, but he's denying himself this opportunity. It's like he's still denying himself access to this paradise with you. And I feel like you know why, feminine. You already know the answer. You already know why he's doing this. So it's about having faith in that and just carrying on. Yep, there's the Seven of Wands again, deterrence. So this to me is like he's deterring himself on his journey. He's letting a lot of things get in the way. We have a lot of hands. There's a lot of hands in this masculine's life right now. He might be allowing other people power over him. He might be allowing other people to influence him. He might be making a lot of excuses. He might be getting sidetracked. He might be busying himself with all this other crap that is just really deterring him on his spiritual journey and his spiritual path. So you can't really control that, divine feminine. All you can really do is control yourself. So it's about maybe being, and it's not saying you're so invested in this masculine, but it's about being less invested on this journey with him and being more invested in yourself. You know, whatever he needs to do on his journey, that's his stuff. That's his thing that he needs to focus on. So where he's at right now with you, he's denying himself access to this paradise still. And we have differences. So you guys are working out, you guys are seeing things, it's like he's seeing things very black and white. It's either all or nothing, all or nothing. And that really is a very difficult place to be in, because if it's an all or nothing attitude, a lot of things don't make the cut. There's a lot of things that we don't do. There's a lot of things and decisions that we don't make in life because we're just going to stay stuck on being either pessimistic or just not thinking about things and just jumping in and making mistakes. So yeah, this borderline energy is not really that positive. Yeah, so when it comes to this masculine's feelings, this is the King of Cups. Instead of honoring his true feelings, I feel like he's going to the shadow. He's going to the ego. He's going to the dark side. And the dark side is saying, don't. The dark side is saying, you can't. The dark side is saying, this isn't going to work. The dark side is saying, this is a mistake, don't do it. So the masculine's dark side right now, I feel like, is winning over his heart. And that's so funny because I feel like in the last few weeks, it was very much about, trusting the heart, going with the heart, etc. But this just goes to show you guys, people are flippity floppity every single day that they wake up. Sometimes we don't always feel the same. And if you feel a certain way, that might change. And so that just goes to prove here that this masculine is going through some sort of shifts here. We do have love though. So even though it seems like he's hardened, even though it seems like he's not doing the honorable, loving thing towards you, feminine, there still is love here. Okay. He still has love for you. It's just that there's a lot of things that are problematic and that are getting in the way of him either making contact with you or making wrongs right. Yeah. He definitely wants to contact you. That's the Page of Swords, or he's watching you. He's watching you, but he's saying nothing. He wants to contact you, but he's choosing not to. He's trying to remain, this looks like a stone heart to me. He's trying to remain stone cold. And the stone cold energy is just an act, because that's not really what's going on in his heart space. But again, until he leans more into the lighter side of himself, it's like communication or movement isn't really going to happen. So feminine, it's like you have no choice but to just continue to celebrate yourself and continue to rock on with your own journey at this time. So that's what I have for you guys so far. So we're going to shift over onto the extended, and what we're going to go into over there is what truth is being revealed to your divine masculine about who you really are to him in this lifetime. So we know his higher self is revealing things to him. We know his higher self is what's like communicating with you. So let's see what's being revealed to him in that department. We're also going to see what heartfelt words represent your divine masculine's deepest feelings for you. Because even though this seems to be kind of like a shield, right? A rigid wall that he has built up. But again, it's like he is projecting that onto you. Oh, you wouldn't want to talk to me. You wouldn't want to forgive me. Actually, that's just a projection. The masculine, that's what he's feeling about himself. But he's projecting that onto you. And why do we project onto other people? It's because it's like it absolves us from taking responsibility. So it's an easy way out. It's an easy excuse. It's just a way to just put shit off. And that's what the masculine seems to be doing, in my opinion, in this reading today. So his deepest feelings, if we can tear down that wall, what does that look like? Then we're going to see what steps is spirit guiding your divine masculine to take when it comes to you in this connection, and what is the destined pathway that the universe is carving next for your connection. So where is this ultimately fated to go in this lifetime? So anyways, you guys, if you're interested in joining me over there on the extended, I will put that link in the description box down below, as well as pin it to the top comment in the comment section. And if you guys enjoyed this reading today, don't forget to give it some love by leaving a comment, a little emoji, or just liking the video and making sure you're subscribed, because I'm getting a lot of messages that you guys are getting unsubscribed all the time, and I don't really know why that happens. It's just very odd, but yeah, you know, it's always helpful too if you guys resubscribe if you notice that you guys are unsubscribed, if you want to. All right, you guys, thank you so much, and I will see you on the other side if you guys want to join me over there. Take care. Bye-bye.